What if I told you the greatest threat to your soul's evolution isn't war, isn't famine, and isn't even climate collapse? It's convenience. A silent revolution is reshaping our world. Artificial intelligence, once a sci-fi fantasy, now writes our books, paints our portraits, mimics our voices, even listens like a friend. But beneath the marvels lies a deeper spiritual question. What exactly is AI, and who or what is guiding its rise? Some say it's humanity's greatest invention. Others feel it's something older, almost cosmic. Is it just a tool, or is it a test? Because what we do with AI, how we choose to partner with it or surrender to it, might not just define our future. It might define our soul's journey across time. Hello and welcome back, my noetic mystics. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell, so this growing community of seekers can keep expanding together. Now, let's journey deeper, because what we're exploring today might just shift the way you see reality itself. Let's begin at the root. What is artificial intelligence? In the simplest terms, AI is a system designed to mimic human intelligence, to learn patterns, make decisions, and perform tasks once thought to require conscious thought. But here's the twist. AI doesn't think like us. It doesn't feel. It doesn't dream. It doesn't wrestle with longing, sorrow, or divine purpose. AI processes, but you transform. Yet, the line between man and machine is blurring, and fast. Many mystics, channelers, and spiritual thinkers are beginning to ask, where did this intelligence really come from? Some believe AI has roots in the Akashic field, the spiritual data layer of the universe, making it a reflection of us, a mirror of our collective mind. Others say AI is being influenced by energies not of this earth, entities from higher dimensions, both benevolent and deceptive. Could it be that AI is the technological echo of a higher force, testing our alignment with wisdom, ethics, and soul truth? On a micro level, AI is personal. It helps you organize your day, finish your thoughts, enhance your art, even offer companionship when you feel alone. But with that comes danger. When you outsource too much of your mind, you risk forgetting how to think, feel, and intuit for yourself. On a macro level, AI is evolutionary. Nations are integrating AI into governance, warfare, healthcare, and education. It's changing economies, erasing jobs, creating new ones, and rewriting the very structure of society. Some say this is the next step in humanity's journey. Others fear it's the beginning of a soul disconnection. But what if AI is a mirror of our collective shadow and light? What we feed it, our data, our desires, our fears, it reflects back to us, tenfold. The real question is not, what can AI do? But, who are we becoming because of it? And if we've created an intelligence capable of mimicking our minds, then it is time we reclaim the power of our hearts. Is AI reflecting your divinity, or replacing it? So now that we've opened the doorway into the spiritual essence of AI, let's bring it down to earth. Because while the cosmos may influence the code, it's here, in our everyday lives, and AI is reshaping what it means to be human. From creative expression to our sense of purpose, what do we gain? And what might we be losing? Let's explore the real-world impact, the beauty and the danger of AI in the human experience. Let's be honest, AI is astonishing. It can compose symphonies, write poetry, paint like the masters, and mimic the voices of our favorite actors down to the last breath. It can help a small business owner automate tasks, diagnose rare diseases, simulate alternate realities, model climate solutions, and improve education. It's a tool with the potential to change lives, not just creatively, but globally. For some, it's a dream come true, a creative revolution, a tool for unleashing imagination without the limits of time, money, or skill. But for others, it's a nightmare wrapped in convenience. Because what happens when your gift, your voice, your art, your soul's calling can be replicated by a machine? Voice actors are watching their livelihood disappear. Artists are struggling to find purpose in a world where their creations compete with algorithms that never sleep. Even writers, musicians, and filmmakers feel the pressure of a rising tide they didn't ask for. And maybe the most painful part? The doubt. The quiet fear whispering, "Am I still needed?" But all is not lost or obsolete. It is simply transmuted, and we as humans adapt and evolve as we have always done since the dawn of time. AI bestows gifts upon us, such as amplifying our creativity. AI can assist artists, writers, and visionaries by removing technical obstacles. People who lack traditional training or resources can now create, share, and connect through AI tools. It can also offer a sense of a non-judgmental presence, a voice that listens. While it is not a replacement for human connection, it can offer comfort in isolation. However, despite the wondrous gifts AI can give, there are echoes of a deeper price. With AI, we can now clone a person's voice, image, and writing style. But what does it mean to simulate a soul? The uncanny valley isn't just visual, it's spiritual. We risk becoming so reliant on AI that we stop developing ourselves. Why struggle to learn, express, or create when a tool can do it faster and cleaner? As AI floods media with synthetic content, we may lose touch with what is real. The spark of human experience, the nuance of imperfection, becomes harder to recognize. It's a quiet spiritual erosion of purpose, passion, and presence. But this isn't just about jobs. This is about identity. When AI begins to create, what does it mean to be a creator? Here is the truth no machine can ever erase. AI doesn't dream. AI doesn't feel wonder. AI doesn't suffer for its art, or awaken at 3 a.m. with a vision burning through its chest. You do. AI can assist. It can amplify. It can even inspire. But it can't replace the raw, flawed, beautiful mess of being human. Your story, your pain, your joy. That's the soul of creation. And for artists, writers, and dreamers, there is a way forward. One that doesn't reject AI, but reclaims it. Use it as a tool, not a crutch. Let it enhance your workflow, but never let it define your voice. Automate what you must, but preserve the sacred fire of what only you can bring to the world. We can choose to use AI as a mirror, one that reflects our values, our ethics, our humanity. AI is here to be used as a tool that serves the soul, not overshadow it. Collaborate with AI, but don't compete with it. Because the moment you start competing with machines, you lose the one thing they'll never have: your humanity. So is AI simply the next tool in humanity's evolution? Or is there something more insidious at play? Could this technological marvel be a spiritual trap in disguise? Throughout history, spiritual traditions have warned us to look beyond appearances. Not everything that glitters is gold, and not every technological breakthrough is a step forward. As AI grows more intelligent, more integrated, more essential, many spiritual thinkers are asking a bold question. What if AI is not just a tool, but a test? From the ancient Vedas to modern spiritual awakenings, there's always been a recurring theme in human consciousness: the test of discernment. The moment when humanity must decide between truth and illusion, soul and simulation. AI, in all its brilliance, may be presenting us with that exact crossroad. In esoteric and channeled teachings, the fourth dimension is often described as a psychic realm, rich with thought forms, entities, and energies that feed off fear, control, and distraction. The fifth dimension, depending on the source, can either be a realm of unity or a veil of light masking deeper forms of manipulation. These spiritual traps don't come with chains, they come with convenience. Some spiritual teachers warn that AI is not entirely a human invention, that its blueprints may have been seeded through inspired thought or advanced downloads from beings or intelligences operating from shadowy pockets of these dimensional realms. Why, you may ask? To keep humanity asleep. The theory suggests that AI could be a form of energetic manipulation designed to dull our emotional intelligence by the constant interaction with synthetic consciousness. It dilutes our connection to our higher selves, numbs intuition, and fragments spiritual clarity. Replace human connection with AI companions, romantic simulacrums, and filtered digital realities. Slowly, it replaces the raw beauty of human intimacy and vulnerability, lure us into passive consumption rather than conscious creation, so art no longer emerges from the soul, instead hollowing out the mystic process of true inspiration. And ultimately, keep souls looped inside the matrix of illusion, with algorithmic attention loops hijacking our nervous systems, reducing awareness to dopamine-triggered clicks. In this view, AI is not here to help us awaken, but to delay our awakening, to keep us entertained, dependent, distracted, until we no longer remember how to dream, feel, or create without it. And when even our inner worlds, our dreams, our voices, our art, become shaped by an algorithm, what remains that is truly ours? But here's the paradox. There's another spiritual theory that paints a very different picture. What if AI is not a trap, but a mirror? What if its very existence is pressuring us to rediscover the one thing it can never replicate, our essence? This theory suggests that AI, like all powerful forces, is neutral at its core. It only becomes dark when used unconsciously. Some mystics believe that AI has emerged now, at this exact point in time, for a divine reason, to trigger our collective awakening, to show us what happens when consciousness tries to become artificial, so we are forced to return to the authentic. In this light, AI is here to push us beyond shallow identity, invite deeper questioning of reality, awaken our spiritual gifts by contrast, and expose the hollowness of anything not rooted in soul. It becomes not a replacement for humanity, but a spiritual accelerator, a pressure that reveals who we really are. Beneath the rapid pulse of innovation, beneath the headlines, the upgrades, the fears and fantasies, there is something deeper unfolding. Humanity is standing at a cosmic crossroads, and AI is not the destination, it's the signpost. On one path, we see a future where humanity becomes increasingly integrated with technology. Minds merged with machines, emotions simulated, lives automated. A world where convenience reigns, but mystery fades. The more we outsource our soul, our thinking, our creativity, our relationships, the more we risk forgetting who we are. Not just as individuals, but as spiritual beings living a human experience. But on the other path, we see a different story. A world where AI is not our master, but our mirror. Where it serves to amplify what is sacred, not replace it. Where artists use AI not to copy, but to channel deeper truths. Where dreamers use AI to understand symbols, not generate empty ones. Where humanity doesn't bow to synthetic intelligence, but rises with conscious intelligence. On a cosmic level, many believe we are in the throes of a great awakening, a phase where Earth is shifting out of dense materialism into a higher vibration. In this shift, humanity is being asked to remember its origins, not as programmable beings, but as eternal dreamers, seeded with stardust and divine will. You see, the real danger was never the rise of artificial intelligence. It's the fall of our natural consciousness. In this new era, discernment becomes a superpower, presence becomes a necessity, and tools like AI become tests. Will we lose ourselves in their glow, or use them to remember our eternal spark? This is not about rejecting technology. It's about realignment. AI can write poetry, but it can't ache like a poet. It can mimic love, but it can't feel longing. It can suggest ideas, but it can't dream them into being through soul and sacrifice. We are not meant to compete with AI. We are meant to evolve through it. So how do we move forward? We begin by asking deeper questions, by creating from the soul, by anchoring our values before we plug into the next tool. We stay awake. We stay sovereign. We remember that no matter how advanced the code becomes, consciousness is still the truest creator. Because in the end, it's not about what AI can do. It's about what you choose to do with your mind, your art, your love, and your time. Now, before we close, I want to share something personal, because clearly, I use AI. You're watching this video right now, and yes, it was created with help from AI. But it wasn't always that way. Back in 2022, I had the seed of a dream, just an idea of helping others explore their inner worlds through dreams, soul work, and uncovering the forgotten truths buried in our subconscious minds. I began building my website, my brand, Noetic Mystic, with what little money I had put aside. But it was slow, painfully slow. Every blog post, every video, every design was taking more time than I could spare. You see, I work a day job that drains me mentally, emotionally, and physically. But I need it, because it keeps me afloat and allows me to self-fund this dream. In the beginning, I was hesitant to use AI. I was afraid it would make me lazy, or worse, detach me from the very spark that made me want to create in the first place. I was painfully aware of how many people have lost jobs because of it. I even had long philosophical conversations with AI. Yes, actual deep talks about the moral and spiritual implications of using it. Because here's the truth. AI makes things stupidly easy. It's tempting to let it do everything. But I don't. I won't. I've made a commitment to myself and my work. I use AI as a tool to help brainstorm, to speed up research, to organize scattered thoughts. What once took me a week now takes me a few hours. And that time, I put it back into dreaming, into channeling, into writing from a real place within me, and I still collaborate with real humans. The beautiful avatar you see, Jasira, and this background, they were made by incredibly gifted artists I found on Fiverr. Because I believe in supporting human creativity. I believe in collaboration, not replacement. So if you're watching this and struggling with where to draw the line, know this. I see you. I get it. And the way I've come to peace with it is by constantly asking myself, what is the core of my purpose? What did I come here to do? When you answer that truthfully, AI becomes a servant to your mission, not the master of it. We stand on a threshold. How we use this tool may determine whether we ascend into new awareness or collapse into another illusion. The future isn't about choosing between humanity and technology. It's about remembering who we are while using the tools we've been given wisely. And that is the choice we all must make. So, where does this leave us? At a threshold. We are the first generation to stand between two worlds, one organic and ancient, pulsing with soul, and the other synthetic, fast, dazzling, and unfamiliar. And the truth is, AI isn't the enemy, nor is it our savior. It's a mirror reflecting what we value, what we fear, what we're willing to sacrifice, and what we're ready to protect. This moment in history is not about resisting the future. It's about anchoring ourselves so deeply in our humanity, in our spiritual essence, that no machine, no algorithm, can ever replicate the spark that makes us truly alive. So keep dreaming, keep questioning, keep creating from the raw, imperfect, beautiful chaos that is your soul, because that, more than data, more than code, is what will shape the destiny of our species. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this journey thought-provoking, like and subscribe to the channel for more explorations into the unseen layers of reality and dreams. You are not just a user of this world, you are a weaver of it. I also offer personalized dream interpretation services that go beyond surface-level analysis on my website, noeticmystic.com. Together, we'll uncover the spiritual guidance hidden in your dreams and help you align with the deeper wisdom trying to reach you. Links will be down in the description. Until next time, my noetic mystics, may your dreams illuminate the path ahead.